disclaimer. We are unqualified and unapologetic. We are not professionals. Just a couple with opinions and life experiences. Take what works. Leave what doesn't. Let's do this.
Sessions and lessons are scripted, the mics stay twisted, truths get lifted, hearts feel sifted, no script, just grip, raw thoughts drifted. Echoes in a chamber, my mind's unassisted, pages burn blank, every line resisted, skeletons in closets, dust gets evicted, break chains on a brain, no more conflicted, smoke from the past inhaled and I missed it, scars in my soul but the pain's encrypted, sipping on wisdom, the taste feels liquid, sessions and lessons are finally convicted.
Hello, this is Joel.
To try that again.
Hello, this is Joel. Dolan Clario, and your friend and co-host.
Is that really how I sound?
No, you sound like that.
Hello, everyone. This is our perpetual attempt to come up with a clever opening to the show. That was her impression of me. Try it again.
No.
Okay, I'll try to do you, but
Go ahead.
I can't.
Why?
I don't know. Like, voice doesn't go that high, I guess. Anyways, if you're still tuned in, hi everyone. It's Joel, your buddy, host of your pal,
Your best friend.
host of Sessions and Lessons Unscripted.
I was going to say sessionsandlessons.com.
Get your stuff together, lady.
This is why I don't control things, because I don't know what's going on half of the time.
Yes, welcome. Thanks for tuning in again. Appreciate you guys. As always, Joel Rosario, host of Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. And across from me here at the studios here in Chicago, the lovely, intelligent, well-spoken co-host, Gloria Rosario, everyone.
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
I hope everyone's doing well, good. Chévere, like the Puerto Ricans say.
Chévere.
I hope everybody's doing chévere.
What's the topic for today?
So, what's new, Pussycat?
Oh, I'm jumping ahead of schedule. Nothing new to report. Nothing.
How is your cat? Speaking of Pussycat.
I hate her.
That's not true. She doesn't hate animals.
I adore her.
She's got a weird personality, kind of. I don't know. Maybe it's because she's still she's still technically a kitten.
She doesn't purr. She doesn't.
Yeah, she doesn't.
Wow. She doesn't.
I mean, she meows when she sees food.
That's it. She doesn't purr. She doesn't do the chirp. She doesn't do anything.
Chirp. That's not a bird.
No, they have a special
I've never heard a cat chirp. See, everybody, something's wrong with her today. What's wrong with you?
I'm not. There's actual sound that they make. Watch, I'm gonna show you right now.
Oh boy, she's Googling
I can.
chirp.
Because
Has anyone out there heard what a cat chirping? No, I have not.
Watch.
All
Hold
right,
on. Give me a second.
Gloria's on the interweb. She's got to prove me wrong. Watch everyone. It's all in her head.
No, it's not.
It's
Look.
in her head. Cat's chirping.
Hold on.
Where everyone out there is ready to turn us off. What the heck is that?
Cat chirping. Chirping.
Okay.
That's what it's called. Cat chirping.
Okay. Anyways, you learn something new every day. So
Useless facts. That's what you learn here.
I don't know if I would call that chirping.
Well, that's what it's technically called. Cat chirping.
Anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in. If you're still there. Anyways, what was our subject for today?
I don't remember.
Oh my gosh, you were the one that wanted to push along. It is silence is deadly is what we're calling it.
Dun dun dun. It's so dramatic.
And it's kind of a dual-edged sword, dual meaning, I guess, because what were we saying? In the context of not standing up for yourself, not setting boundaries, that kind of thing. And silence is deadly, right? Because if you don't establish boundaries and if you don't, you know,
Put your foot down.
put your foot down or whatever, you're just kind of, it's a detriment to yourself, right? You're not doing yourself any good. And then on the other side of the silence is deadly, we were talking about how, and I'm sure everyone out there listening has gone through this, where you want to be left alone. You just want to be alone with your thoughts. You're in a contemplative mood. You're not so much into wanting to goof around and, be whatever. But when you mind your own business and you're quiet, then that's when it bothers people. It's like your silence is almost deafening to them.
Yeah.
Like it bothers them, which I find to be very interesting.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess in another context of, silence is deadly is also when people are going through something traumatic or depression or some kind of sadness and you don't um speak about it or bring it to somebody's attention, it can get worse. So, yeah, I think those cover.
What do you mean it gets worse for the person being depressed?
Yeah, the person that's going through the depression and all that.
Yeah, so I guess first we'll kind of talk about like the whole thing with setting boundaries, which Gloria is always telling me, like, dude, you gotta set boundaries. You just can't. One of your issues is that because you're too nice. First of all, the whole too nice thing. I've always said that I don't get that. How you can be too nice.
I
Well,
know
I
what I'm
guess.
talking about when I say that you're too nice, okay? Just trust my judgment.
Okay. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not one for drama or anything. So I'd rather just be quiet and not ruffle feathers.
And that's why people stomp on people like with that type of personality trait.
I wouldn't say I ever get stomped on though.
You get walked on.
You think
Oh
so?
yes,
I don't think so.
I think so.
Okay, give me an example. Since
Like,
we're calling it out all in the open, putting me on blast.
I'm-
But that's okay.
I speak truth.
No, but that's the unscripted, right? I mean, that's the whole point, right? We gotta put everything out on the table and talk about it. So go ahead.
Hit you with your best shot.
Hit me with your best shot.
No. Seriously, when the issues that you're having at work with people kind
Which
of
lately, yeah,
yeah,
that could be one of my issues. I haven't been feeling well because I'm so stressed.
right. But that's what I'm saying. If you don't set boundaries, people will walk on you. And that's how I feel that sometimes things go with you and other people.
Yeah, but see, I kind of respectfully disagree because I don't think I would say I'm being walked on because it's not like I'm being taken advantage of or like.
But your feelings are getting I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking, but like you're getting trampled on, like your feelings, it kind of brings your mood down.
Well, I admit. I mean, I'm sure people, if you guys listening out there, have heard me say that I feel like very mentally, like beat up, kind of, or like I took some abuse that, I mean, really, I mean, my mental state is exhausted. So,
But yeah, babe, I'm not putting you on blast or anything.
no, that's fine.
I think that you're because and I speak on this because I am the same exact way. I am too kind sometimes when I should be kind of a jerk.
Uh,
Um,
You're better at being a jerk than
I
I
am. I'm so good at it.
am.
I'm not gonna lie.
She's very good at
I
it.
am. But I'm not a jerk all the time. I think that I'm a very nice person in general, right? If I'm being a jerk to you, you did something to me, or I feel some type of way of about you.
That
you
is
know?
true. I'm not gonna go out of my way to mistreat somebody.
No.
And I'm the same.
But if I feel like I'm being talked down or I'm being cornered or somebody's kind of making fun of me indirectly, I don't put up with that behavior. Not anymore, anyways. I used to for a long time.
I think the older I'm getting better at it.
Yeah,
More like kind of.
and I
well,
think
not.
part of my attitude is rubbing off on you. Not all the way, because you're a little resistant.
What do you mean, Gloria?
Because I want to like break windows and get ratchet
Oh, but
someplace.
but see,
Exactly.
no, I don't think you need to become ratchet at all.
I don't know. Some situations don't.
I mean, I guess some people kind of warrant it, right? They deserve it. Like if they want to be ghetto, get ghetto with them. But I mean, that's kind of sinking yourself to their level.
No. That's what I'm saying. I don't like to get that way, but if I feel like I'm being, pushed in some sort of direction where I'm not comfortable, then I am gonna, speak up for myself. Um, but I don't know. I've learned that if you're silent, people take that as like a weakness and just kind of run with it. And that's in my experience, anyways. That I can't speak so much on what you've been through because those are your experiences and only you could speak on them. But I don't know. I feel like now if something bothers me, I bring it up right away. You know.
Yeah. I think I need to work on that more
Yeah.
because sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
No, I think you should feel comfortable with yourself enough to be like, "Hey, dude, like you're crossing the line. Calm down, or I'm gonna calm you down." You know? Um, Sometimes it's not even giving people an attitude. It's just kind of, you know, you like you said, sometimes you just leave 'em standing there talking to themselves. It's like you're not kind of worth it, you know?
Yeah, that's true. I mean, my life ain't revolving around you at
No.
all, so
And like I've said before, like, sometimes when you draw attention to them, it kind of backfires on them, you know?
yeah, we could turn it around now.
Right. You know?
That is true.
A funny story. So when I was living with my aunt, because I lived with them for a long time, um, there was this guy that was living with us. He was a worker for my uncle. And it was funny because we hated each other. I've never hated another human being as much as I hated this person.
Hate is a very
No, we hated each other. So let me tell you a little bit about this. So when he never rubbed me the right way when I first met him. I just kind of like he gave me the heebie-jeebies, like not in a bad way, but kind of like I don't like you.
like something was off.
Yeah, something's off with
Yeah.
you. So I don't know. He just became a little too comfortable with me, and you know me. I don't. I'm not. I'm an affectionate person, but not all the time, and not with everybody. And he just got too close for my comfort one time, and we started to build resentment towards each other, and I'm not the type of person to hide that, and neither was this person. So,
We're stubborn Latinos, so
yes. So, I mean, it was kind of my fault too because I used to call him names to his face. Like I'd call him a biznatch.
oh, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it. And I remember this one time, you know, he was trying to insult me. He's like, "You're so fat." And I looked at him up and down. I'd be like, "Look, man, I could lose this weight if I want to." I was like, "But you're still gonna be a bitch if I lose the weight," you know? And after that, he he got me good. He I guess waited until I did my laundry and he put bleach
Ooh.
in my stuff. So yeah, this was the kind of person that I was yeah, but the point that I'm trying to make is that, um, sometimes you do have to be careful with who you mess around with because, energies meet and sometimes it just kind of escalates and escalates and
Well, you don't click with everybody.
No, of course not. But I let it be known, that he was still gonna be a bitch. So, I won that argument.
If you say so.
No, I did.
But who's the real winner?
I am.
Honestly. No, but in all seriousness, who's the winner?
The adult in me wants to say nobody because, we were old, we were both being jerks.
Right.
But in my ghetto mentality, I won.
But that's not what we do, Gloria, right?
We're learning,
we don't-
growing.
We don't get ratchet. We don't get ghetto. I don't do ghetto, Gloria.
No, you won't let me.
No, she gets mad at me when I don't get ghetto. Oh, I can get ghetto if I want to, trust me.
I told Joel, and it's kind of a joke. I was like, I'm a refined ghetto. person, an adult.
Oh, you're not refined ghetto nothing.
Yes.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I haven't known you since you were younger, so
That's what I'm saying. So
that you when you were all past all that stuff for the most part.
consider this refined ghetto.
She's wonderful, everyone. Ladies,
I am.
she is wonderful.
I am a peach.
She is. I gotta keep the boundaries at home.
There's that B word, the boundaries.
So I I don't know. I mean, I guess I could say that I'm bad at setting boundaries, but there's like this weird, it's gonna sound weird, but to me it's like, you know me, I usually just kind of like, I'm very chill kind of guy. I don't just let things roll off my back most of the time.
Yeah.
It's like it's just like whatever.
No, you're right. Sometimes it's not worth adding to, whatever's going on because that just fuels things.
Right.
But you should have enough.
Well, you should stand up for yourself.
That's what I was going to say. You should have enough respect for yourself because this is self-respect thing.
That is
It's a
very
set
good.
boundary.
That is a very good point. Yeah.
If you have enough respect for yourself, set boundaries,
So let me ask you, would you say that that's a lack of self-respect on my part for not putting my foot down or setting boundaries? Would you say that's a lack of self-respect?
To some extent, yes.
Okay.
Yes and no. And I say yes and no because I know you and I know you've had traumatic experiences and, with boundaries and, all that type of stuff. So I get it and I get where you're coming from.
Right.
I think it's a little of both. I think it's past experiences meshed with, you know, a little bit of like not having enough respect for yourself. And that's
Well, my self-esteem is not the greatest.
right.
And
And I
all of
think
that stuff.
it goes hand in hand. Self-respect,
Self-esteem, self-worth.
self-esteem, self-worth, all of that stuff go together. And I think that sometimes, and I do this to myself too. Like I said, when I talk about you, I'm talking about myself in some ways because we're so similar in a lot of aspects. Um, for me, speaking from my point of view to myself, oh yes, it's a definite lack of self-respect.
Right.
But I've been working on it,
Oh, me too, for sure.
and I think I've gotten a lot better with not so much telling people off, but setting boundaries. I think is a lot more
Yeah.
mature way to go.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know. I'm tired right now in life.
Well, I think it's our age too. I mean, we're kind of at the age where we don't want to play games anymore.
Don't. And
Right.
if you can't respect me as a coworker, as a friend, as what are you doing?
Nothing. Just keep on.
Um,
Just don't pay attention to
it's
this side.
distracting.
Don't pay attention to this side of. Oh. Sorry, guys. I was kind of readjusting here.
Something that has nothing to do with the program.
Anyway, continue.
Okay, so I think that shoot, I just lost my train of thought. See, I have the mind of a mosquito.
We were talking about self-respect.
Yes, setting self-respect is important because it's a way of kind of giving yourself space too between um letting people get under your skin and kind of messing with your emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And people can see that right away when you don't kind of set boundaries. And I think it makes it so other
You
people.
think it attracts them and they're
Yes, especially because if somebody,
like they see an opening and they're gonna go for it.
of course, because most people are shallow like that.
Mm.
I think it's a shallowness and something that's wrong with the other person. Not necessarily something that's wrong with you all the time, but sometimes people tend to deflect. And
That is true. They try to project their stuff onto you.
right,
Right.
it's like when you don't set boundaries, it just there's no limit. There's no. I was like, I think it's important, and I think it's great that you're working on it, but you should work on it more.
There's a bunch of stuff I need to work on. But yeah, in all seriousness, I mean, like I don't know. Maybe it does more damage than good by just kind of just saying whatever, right? For the sake of just keeping the peace or whatever. But
May-
really, it's not,
Maybe once or twice, but that's not.
but it's almost counterproductive, right?
That's what I was just gonna say. Maybe once or twice you'll let them get away with it just because you don't want to deal with it. You don't have the energy for it or whatever. But if you let it happen too much, it becomes a habit. And then people think that they can get away with it.
That is very true. And then it never ends. I mean, that's kind of the boat I'm in right now. I'm at a point where it's like now it's too late to change it. You know what I'm saying? Like I get angry at myself because I allowed it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And and I take some of the blame for it, right? But I part of my personality kind of came into play because I like to joke around and I like, and I make fun of myself and I don't take myself too seriously and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's giving other people license to overstep the boundary or whatever imaginary boundaries was there.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I totally own that. And I don't know how to fix that. And at this point, I'm kind of like, I might as well just leave it.
No, because it's messing with your mental status. It's messing with your emotions, and you're feeling some sort of way when you come home.
All right.
You know, and that's when I think it becomes a problem. When it starts affecting your home life, not necessarily that you mistreat me or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. But
No, everyone out there, I don't mistreat her. I treat her like a queen.
yes, he does. But anyways, um, I see it in your walk, in the way that you like talk and your look. You know what I mean? I see that something is bothering you, and that's what bothers me. You know what I mean? That's when the bear wants to come out in me.
Well, I mean, I guess it's not self-conscious, and I don't think that's what I'm looking for, but it shows, even though I
Right.
try to hide it.
No, and the thing is like, hello, I know you like I know the back of my hand. Like I know when there's something wrong. You don't have to use words all the time.
Right.
Same thing when I walk home sometimes.
Yeah, you can tell when there's something off.
Especially lately. You know what I mean? Like you can tell when there's something wrong with me.
Mhm.
And because I'm not and seeing here's another thing that I know and I acknowledge. We've talked about it in past episodes to where if I'm feeling stressed out or I'm feeling sad or upset or angry, what's my number one thing to do?
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut everything down. I'm not happy. I'm not sad. I'm just functioning. If you know what I mean? I'm just walking to do what I need to do next. Right? And that's not healthy either. That's a form of silence and a form of slowly hurting yourself. I know that.
That
I
is,
acknowledge that.
that's another good point you just brought up. You're just hurting yourself.
Right. You're just hurting yourself.
You're not hurting them.
No, I'm not hurting you. I'm not hurting them. I'm not,
Yeah.
and because I'm a person that's not good with emotions and kind of like talking things out or, anything like that, I acknowledge that that's having an effect on my mental health. I know this, and we've talked about it off the air. Um, and it's just been difficult, but it's like, it's up to me to fix it. Like, it's your job to help me or kind of work through it. But the person that has to do the work is me.
I mean, that's with a lot of stuff. It's
Right.
ultimately up to the individual.
Right.
I mean, you got to put the work in, basically.
Of course, it's hard to put it into words, at least at the moment. Um, with like depression and anxiety and, everything that I'm kind of going through right now, it's kind of like, how can I put it? It affects me, but it's also affecting other people around me. And I see it. And that's a way of kind of like not only damaging myself, but damaging other people like around me, you know? And that's not good either. So if you're going through something like, emotional, which is like, or depression or anxiety or whatever it is that you're going through, there are people that will support you, but ultimately it's up to me to figure out how to fix me.
Right. And then you have to, I mean, if you got to put up the walls or the fencing around you, borders, as it were, I mean, then you got to do it,
Right.
right? And keep people at bay or at distance.
It's not like a personal attack on anybody or anything.
Yeah, but people should be respectful.
Right.
Let's
Right. Let whoever.
which to me is a lack of respect if you have a boundary and they go over the boundary.
Right. And that's what I'm saying too. It's like like you said, it's a double-edged sword. It's like you have to be the one to communicate, but the other people around you in your life, if they care about you, they need to understand what you're going through.
Yeah, and then back off.
Right. And
Right.
follow that boundary.
Right.
Because again, if I'm going through things and it's my mental issues, nobody owes me anything to fix me. It's up to me to fix myself.
Right.
You know?
Which is which on the flip side of that too, I don't know, flip side, maybe. When you do kind of take a step back and kind of become reserved, stuff like that, it tends to bother people. It
does.
strikes a nerve. It's amazing to me how that I don't get that.
You don't know how many times, and I'm not talking about like us, like our relationship. I'm talking about past relationships and friendships, and when I would hang out with family, I'd be silent. But it wasn't because, I was trying to be a jerk or
Antisocial.
antisocial.
Yeah.
It's just that people didn't understand that my way of functioning is when I'm under stress is to go silent.
Right.
And it's not anything against anybody, and it amazes me how many people get butthurt because you're like, you know what? I don't want to talk right now.
Yeah.
I don't want to answer my phone calls. I don't want to talk. I don't want to go out for coffee. I just leave me be. And it's okay for you to be by yourself so you can process your feelings, but don't let it get too bad to where it starts, affecting you mentally.
And again, it becomes like a lack of respect, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, give me my space, and they don't want to give it to you.
No, it's like, oh, what's wrong?
Mm.
You can't be by yourself. You need to talk to. No, I don't need to talk about what I'm going through.
But then they become very adamant about like breaking that
silence
or
And
breaking that.
it's so agitating.
It's annoying.
It's
man.
annoying.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I know a lot of people out there listening right now have gone through that too.
Yeah. Where it's like,
You just want to be left alone.
right. And sometimes I even like I'm not depressed. I'm not depressed all the time. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Right now, I'm going through some stuff, and I'm kind of fighting it. But on a regular basis, sometimes I just want silence.
Yes, absolutely.
I've said that before. Sometimes that ear piercing silence is so soothing to me.
Yes.
I don't want to talk to anybody. I don't want to play with the dog. I don't want to play with the cat. I don't want to do anything. I just want to sit in silence. And people have gotten upset about that. Not
People
here.
are jig-
No, no, like I said, and I'm not talking about us.
Mhm.
I'm talking about like in the past.
Right.
And are you mad at me? What did I do? What's wrong?
Mm.
And it's like, bro, give me
You're making me mad.
you're making me mad. Just I just need 15 minutes of like disconnecting.
Just quiet.
Just
yeah.
quiet. And see, that's another thing. And we talked about this as the couple episodes back, to where, in order for me to kind of come home and kind of disassociate with everything else that I have going on, um, I give myself 30 minutes, an hour, 20 minutes. I'll stop by at a random park,
Yeah.
somewhere quiet, just sit and watch the freaking squirrels, or listen to the birds. And it's just like, it's not that I'm upset. It's just like, I want that time to kind of process my feelings, disconnect from whatever I have going on outside of my house. So that way, when I come home, I'm not like this evil stomping monster who has, um, anger issues and stuff. So that's a way of dealing with it.
I think that's a good point also, because I mean, look how many relationships, like, the person doesn't know how to cope with the stress and the constant boundary jumping, and they lash out because they don't know what to do with it, instead of internally taking care of it
Right.
and putting their foot down, as it were.
And that's kind of the reason why I go silent, is because I don't want to take out whatever issue I'm having with myself mentally or with somebody else and come from and be a jerk.
Sometimes you just need the silence to just align everything.
Right. And giving yourself those couple of minutes before you come inside the house makes a world of difference.
Well,
I listen to music. I just sit there in silence. I'll listen to the birds. I'll go for a little 10-minute walk, whatever. It's my time to give myself that, like, that release, before I come home. And people think I'm weird. My brothers always used to make fun of me, when I lived with my brother and, before we started dating. That was my thing, I had a very stressful job at one point. Um, I was working 12, 14-hour shifts, one day off, I was working crazy hours.
right.
And I would come home at like 9, 10 o'clock at night and park. And I would just sit there and my brother would look out the window. I'm like, what the hell is she doing? Is she okay? Or, and I would go in and, my brother and his wife would be like, what the hell are you doing out there? Why are you just sitting in your car, you weirdo?
Wow.
I was like, man, you gotta think of it from my perspective. I was like,
Yeah, you had that long day.
I had a 14-hour shift. People are screaming at me in different languages. I'm being cussed out in like 30 different languages by different people. Everyone's pulling me in the different directions. I still had to run my shift, supervise people, take care of issues,
Right.
and still take care of patients.
Right.
And it was a lot. It was so much. And, they'd be like, oh, that's so dangerous. I was like, I'm willing to take that 15-minute risk to not come inside this house and start an issue with you guys because I'm upset
And throw hands with.
and throw hands. You know what I mean? So, yeah, they still make fun of me like, oh, you shouldn't.
Well, your sister-in-law, I think, can handle herself pretty good. The brother, I don't know. Against Gloria, I don't know.
I don't know. Me and him have a history. So,
Just kidding. I know you could take Gloria. Yeah, but no, I mean it's completely understandable. I mean, I do the same thing sometimes. I'll just kind of actually I usually do it when I just get out of work. I'll get
Right.
to my truck and I'll sit in there for a few minutes and I take a deep breath and I let it out and I just kind of
And then 2 minutes later, your wife is calling.
and then as soon as I'm ready to go, and here's Gloria calling. Where are you at? Are you on your way home? It's like, yeah, where else would Annie? It's like, hello.
I'm a concerned wife, okay?
And I appreciate that.
No, but I do that stuff at random. Sometimes I'll come home and I'll sit in the car and you're already home.
Yeah, I'll come. Yeah, guys, it's funny because sometimes I'll pull into the driveway and Gloria's just sitting in her car, like,
Yeah, it's
okay.
weird.
But then, of course, she sees me and she hurries up out of there. Oh, hey, whatever. But yeah, it's crazy to me. Like, like me and almost daily, it's like that where, there's time. I mean, and I'm, like I've said before, I like to joke around. I like to be funny, make people laugh, do all that stuff. But then there's times where it's like people don't know how to shut it off.
Right.
And that drives me nuts.
That
Like,
is crazy.
I think I could shut it off, right? I
Right.
know when I want to stay quiet and just keep to myself and my thoughts and whatever, it's like I don't I just know I can shut it off. Like I
Right.
can there's a time and place for everything.
Of course.
But some people it just seems like they don't know how to shut that off. It's like seriously, like don't you guys ever get in that mood where like I just want to chill. I want to be chill.
Just shut up.
Yeah, I don't understand like and it gets annoying. It does.
Yeah, but not everybody has the same coping mechanism.
And then we had talked about it before about maturity levels, right? Like some people aren't at
Your maturity level.
I mean, you could be 39 years old, but then you're not mature. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? I mean, look who's talking about being mature. I mean, I'm kind of immature. I'm not gonna lie,
Yeah.
but I know when to shut it off.
And again, and I stress this all the time, time and a place for everything.
uh,
You know, obviously in a workplace or, in a professional environment, you can't act like
Like an idiot.
like an idiot. But I mean, at home, you can,
A lot of that stuff too, if you think about it, it's issues with said person, right? Like if a person doesn't know how to, if it bothers them that you're silent or there's something going on with them,
yeah.
because you even touched on it, like, are you mad at me? What did I do? And I literally had people ask me this, like, oh, are you mad at me? Or how
It,
come?
it's funny because sometimes I ask you that, like, oh, are you mad at me? Just
I don't
'cause,
know why. You actually asked me that today.
I don't know.
Yeah, earlier
It,
you asked me.
it's one of my insecurities, I guess.
Trust me, you will know if I at you. Gloria, I would never be mad at you.
Oh my gosh, you guys should have heard him like 15 minutes ago before we started the episode.
But okay, what happened 15 minutes ago? Where
I
was
can't-
I?
I couldn't remember something and got mad.
What? Well, that's on the regular, so
Yeah.
you not remembering.
Why do you act brand new when I don't remember?
The brains of this
I
operation.
don't know.
I wear the pants.
Yeah, okay. That's where I draw the line, sir.
Well, I need new pants because I'm losing weight, so I need new pants.
I tell him all the time, like, calm down. You can't even find the ketchup in the fridge, so
That's not true. I can find the ketchup sometimes, well, most of the time. Well, have you seen the thing of ketchup? How did we end up with like a 30 gallon thing of ketchup? Like
Thank you, Samson.
one evening we were having like something that I think fries or something, I don't even remember. And she pulls out this thing and it's like a 55-gallon drum of Heinz ketchup.
It's so you find it when you're looking for it. You dead.
Wow. That's just too much ketchup. Although ketchup is delicious.
It's not the point.
What were we talking about? Oh, people that get annoyed by you being quiet.
Yeah. Stop yelling at me.
I don't yell. I'm a peaceful individual.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm curious to hear about other people's experiences with that, but I think that's a normal thing. But when they get annoyed or like they can't stay still or be quiet, to me, there's something wrong with. Would saying something wrong with them be the right terminology, you think?
I don't know. I don't think that it's always something wrong with the person. I just think it's their issues. And I don't know how to
Maturity level, issues, whatever.
all that stuff.
Well, I don't know because I don't know. People just like check themselves and they don't really do that,
Oh.
right?
But that's everybody though.
Nah, most people, I guess, right?
Yourself.
Before you wreck yourself.
Yeah, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Ice Cube, you are not.
Word to your mother.
Oh boy, here we go. Don't do that. Please don't.
He's gonna bring out the streets in me.
The streets?
The streets.
Oh, we're talking about being ghetto.
Anyways.
But yeah, I mean, so what's the solution, you think? What's
Put your damn foot down.
put your damn foot down?
Oop.
All right, and then what about I mean, you do you. I mean, if you have an issue like with me being quiet or it makes you feel insecure, that's your problem.
Everybody's different.
Yeah,
Everybody reacts to things differently, and it's just you just kind of have to learn to pick your battles.
true.
Learn to pick your battles,
Yep.
but always put your foot down.
Yep.
Always.
Always look out for yourself first.
Yep.
That is very true.
Very, very true.
Very true. Very true. So yeah, I mean, I guess the moral of the story is just worry about yourself and put your foot down, set those boundaries, and I mean, have self-respect. I mean, if somebody's not willing to respect you, that's on them, really.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's up to you to be like, hey,
Stop.
you're the one that has to like put it out there and give them the law, right? Like, this is how it goes or not goes, and either you respect that or you don't.
No, and the people that really genuinely love and care for you are gonna respect your boundaries. Respect that, right? They're gonna respect it and not get offended. You know, I think the best thing to do, because it just recently happened to me, is I was talking to um somebody in my life that I'm really close to, and she knows exactly how I am. Like, there's no need for me to explain to her that how I'm feeling. Right. And she called me the other day. I haven't been answering my calls or my text messages or anything. I'm kind of like on stealth mode right now. And I answered for her, and she's like, "How are you?" I was like, "Oh, I'm there." I was like, "My life, you know how I am." But she's like, "I haven't called because I know you need space." And she's like, "I don't want to like smother you because I know that you need like your space." And then she's like, "And I respect that, but I'm here." That's all she needed to say for me to feel comfort.
Seeing that's all people need to do.
Right. I know you need your space. I'm just checking on you. Do you need anything? No? Okay. You know what?
And then just step back.
Right. We'll talk later. I mean, I ended up staying on the phone with her for like almost 2 hours, which is the most I've talked to anybody like, lately. And it was a good conversation because she understands. She knows how I am. She knows my boundaries, and she knows like when I'm going through something really stressful, just back off. Don't you don't have to be on top of me. And if you have people like that in your life, that's awesome. Shout out to those people. Those people
That's
are
the
the
kind of
people.
people I need to attract more of.
Right. You need to, not you, but in general, those are the people that you want in your life. Like, they know my quirks, they know what sets me off, what I'm good with, what I'm not good with. And then they just check to see if I'm still breathing.
Right.
And then, okay, we'll talk later. Or I'm here if you need anything. If you want to go get coffee later, I'm around. Just something simple. And then back off.
Right.
And I'm happy with that.
And that's, I think, how it kind of should be.
Right. And those are the kind of people that you need to kind of surround yourself with. Because if somebody doesn't respect you and your need for silence and your need for space and your need for boundaries, those people aren't respecting you. They're not on your level. They're on a different, path.
That's true.
Let them go.
Let them go.
Yeah.
If they don't serve you at all, there's no reason to keep them around.
If it's not a meaningful relationship or friendship, let it go. Because I think a lot of times we hold on to these friendships and relationships, both with family members and significant others, male, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. I think we hold on to a lot of those things with the hope of, oh, maybe they'll change and they'll understand where I'm coming from.
A lot of dead weight.
It's a lot of dead weight.
Yeah.
You don't need that in your life. Just focus on you, because again, you are responsible for your actions. You are responsible for taking care of yourself. You are responsible for fixing yourself. You cannot depend on other people to fix you because it's work that you need to do. I can't tell you like, oh, this and this and this is what's wrong with you. This is a solution. That's for you to find out. Because what works for me is not going to work for you.
Exactly. I mean, it's up to the individual.
Right. But set boundaries for sure.
All right, guys. We're gonna leave it there, and we appreciate you listening, of course, and tuning in. Please spread the word about us, and don't forget to visit the website at sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. Also, drop us a line at the email if you got any suggestions, contributions, jokes, anything. That is sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com. And come visit us on these socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. So yeah, feel free to engage or make comments, and we'll engage with you guys. Anything else, Gloria?
Yes. If you guys would like to contribute, you can always visit our website and go to the drop down menu and add or click on the contribution, and we will see your messages and reply when we can.
That is right.
Yes.
All right, guys. So we honestly and truly from the heart appreciate you guys listening, and we appreciate it.
I kind
Like,
of appreciate it.
No, we do appreciate it. Let every if you guys know people that listen to podcasts, please tell them about us
Follow us.
so we can have 4 listeners.
Subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Oh God, I hate that. Like and subscribe.
Hit the little bell.
All that. Do it.
We're gonna be doing that soon. That's something in the works. All right, guys. Hope you guys have a great week, great day, great drive, great doing the dishes, great folding your laundry.
You know you don't like to fold laundry. Quit lying.
Whenever you're listening to the podcast. All right, guys. See you later. See you on the next episode.
Sessions and lessons are scripted.